Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome back to Channel of the Future Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we're going to do your Is This a Love Connection or a Love Lesson reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Libra. Take the message that resonates with you, claim it for yourself, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Gonna jump in with the singing bowl. Take a deep breath in. And exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. Okay, Libra? Lots of messages came out here in the meditation, and then we're going to jump in. Just take a look at your energy and your partner's energy. Feel free to roll reverse, don't force anything to fit. Right out the gate, we got that make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And retreat is time to disconnect from the world. Great time to do so. If you're having issues in your connection with them, you know, making that effort, sometimes showing your partner the chemistry or the passion is still there. It's a great way to do so. You also have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Not always, but you know, it should be with, you know, simple acts of kindness. And this goes away, you know, that a long way to, you know, speak to that romance. Little gestures, flowers, things like that. Whether you're, you know, the masculine or the feminine in your relationship, this is a great way. Just the little things go a long way in expressing your love and your affection for people and your partner especially. So making sure you do that is powerful. And I think, look at, you know, spontaneity comes out here, right? You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovely embrace new situations. So being spontaneity, making that effort, taking a retreat, those are all good indications that maybe your partner or maybe you could be doing that this week. We also have tolerance card coming out here for you as well. You know, you appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. So be, you know, maybe not the best, you know, meaning for tolerance that I would kind of express, but you know, we sometimes have to tolerate the things we don't like to do, or is, you know, compromise might be a better word, but it's important to have that. You also have transformation card. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. You're definitely transforming. Forgiveness here as well. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release the past hurts, right? Yes, you know, using love to help let go through, you know, and sort of tolerance to understand that, you know, people make mistakes, right? And no matter who you are, you're going to, you know, make those mistakes. And if you can understand that about the human dynamic, you know, and if your love is strong enough to make it through, I feel like you will. Similar rising, being Suns, Libra. We're going to take out some cards for you representing your energy, Libra. Feel free to roll reverse again. We'll take out some for your partner as well. Don't force it to fit. If it don't fit, don't fit. Sun, rising, Suns, Libra. Is this a love connection or love lesson? Yep, there's that Three of Cups in reverse. Not celebrating something there. Could be an indication that something feels like it's not working out the way you thought it was. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It is the, you know, the lack of, you know, the lust has kind of got up and left out that sense. Six of Cups, yeah. Repeat. You're focusing a lot on the past and what was there, and the celebration of how good things, you know, that honeymoon stage essentially. We can get really caught up when things start to shift out of that energy and in the shift itself, right? And it's important to not do that. The Ten of Swords becomes a little bit of that rock bottom, right? You're focusing on the nostalgia of the past and you may not see something for what it is in the now. You know, the Ten of Swords is rock bottom. It is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it's endings and new beginnings there for you. So that could be an indication of, you know, something is kind of stripping away here with the Three of Cups in reverse, the Six of Cups. The past is being absolutely shaken up. It's no longer there, in a sense, right? We have the Hangman in reverse card coming out for you. You could need that moment to get some perspective here. Just get some time to think something through. I feel like that would be wise for you to do right now, Libra. Honestly, just take a pause before you make any sort of rash decisions there with the Four of Cups. Disappointment coming in with that Six of Cups. You're disappointed, right? Something that your partner has done has left you with a bitter taste in your mouth, definitely, right? And that's you feeling like you hit rock bottom in some way. Devil card coming out underneath that Ten of Swords. Temptations, maybe bound your Four of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords. I feel like this devil energy underneath that Ten of Swords indicates that somebody, whether it's your partner or somebody gave into temptation, maybe in the not the right way. I hate to point that out in that sense, but it kind of feels a little of that energy here. Doesn't have to be, you know, necessarily cheating. It could be just lying to themselves. There's a sense of temptation, giving into temptation, whether this is you or your partner. Just be mindful of that. Don't be giving, you know, every action has a reaction and every choice has a consequence. So take a look at Libra's and partner's energy. Waiting results. Your partner could be waiting some sort of information on something. This could be, you know, you to come forward with some sort of information. I feel like they're really grounded and rooted in what they want. They put a lot of work and hard, you know, effort into this relationship so far. They put a lot of effort into those strengthening the bonds. Absolutely, they really put in this work, and I feel like for some it feels like on your end it's a little too late. I hate to say that like that, you know, heart chakra energy. Their heart is open. They've done a lot of healing. I feel a lot of weight. They've strengthened the bonds, the relationships with you, and, you know, other dynamics with around them. Choose battles. Okay. That is another 7 out here again. So they're waiting results. Choosing battles is important here. 7 swords are not easily. You know, it's important to think of the. They're not coming into it, right? Wanting to fight so much. 7 and 7, 14. Breaking down to 5, which is conflict, and it is the devil, right? Looking at the devil. Maybe they're confronting you on something as well this week. Libra, you'll have to let me know how that plays out. But they're just going to seem less argumentative. They're trying to heal through something. Got the Star card, that healing card coming out here. That is strengthening their bonds, but they're healing. They're working through the pain of the process, you know, and I think that's important. That heart chakra is enlightened for them. I feel like they're really open. They've really, I want to say, done the work in are trying to put into this. I don't know for you if it's a little too late for some of you, right? They have the Hermit card seeking, come out, Virgo energy. They've, like, again, they've done this healing. They've really worked through the pain. Like, they've went through isolation. They've done it. They're taking the lead on this, right? And with the, you know, the Emperor and take the lead, right? This could be an Aries energy, but this is a partner that's really put the effort into sort of forgiveness, right? To heal through it. Not to give up on this energy. Now, for some, I'm not saying you have, or haven't, but I'm saying there is an energy of maybe maybe a little too late, right? And that's fair for some of you, right? I don't know this entire story. I'm gonna look at, I want to clarify your Ten of Swords over here. With the Ten of Wands in reverse, okay? So this is a burden that's definitely been needed to be dropped. There's a leap of faith. Taking that leap of faith. Now, I don't know whether this is on the situation with this partner, the Queen of Pentacles coming out as well, or this is just taking that leap of faith on self here, Libra. Can I clarify that, Devil, please? Whatever you're taking that leap of faith on, it is definitely requiring you to drop the burdens of something that is long past. The Seven of Wands in reverse, conflict, You're leaving the conflict. You're not being tempted by the battles of something here as well. That's 3 sevens out as well. Judgment in reverse as well. This is an awakening, an epiphany that's happening for you as well. And that Ace of Cups in reverse around love. How you've opened up yourself around love and what you've given this person to this point. Can I clarify that? 7. I want to see. And the 9 of Pentacles, okay? In reverse. So they've been waiting results around prosperity, money, income, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just to see something forward. The Knight of Swords as well in reverse, but it's kind of like they've been running forward towards a lot of nothing. Again, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lot of a reversal energy here. Collaboration, they're not willing to do that, right? That's they're maybe collaborate with you. Maybe that includes conversations with you. Can I clarify that? 7 swords energy. Okay, so we got that 4 of Wands. Yeah, it's around your foundations. And that's what they're choosing the battles around. They're not willing to argue. This could be around, you know, dynamics or kids or just the home tasks. They're not really kind of battling that anymore. They're looking towards the future with the Page of Wands, which I think is you know, positive energy. And that 5 of Swords, they're really trying to let go of this conflict, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's kind of overrunning this energy of relationship. It's the dynamic is not healing because it's sort of one's trying to work through it and I think one's over it. Right? You were maybe ready to heal it a while ago, right? That 4 of Swords. Yeah. Heartbroken, bitter, a little bit bitter, right? They're trying to heal that, right? Absolutely. Getting the Strength card here. They're getting the strength to heal it with that 4 of Cups, leaving the pain and disappointment behind, right? For some of you, I feel like they're going to come to the same conclusion that you are, that, you know, you are not at the right space, you're not ready to do this anymore. Maybe a time apart in some ways is going to be, you know, the best course of action going forward. But this is a love connection that's definitely turned into a little bit of a love lesson for the most part. And I think a little bit of time apart will do a world of good on both sides. Whether it's long term or short term, that'll all be up to you. Until next time, namaste.